if I had $100 million, how I communicate with people,
I wouldn't trust any woman.
It would be different. Like, I think if I had 100, 200, $300 million, how you communicate with men, women, kids, whatever, it has to change, bro. You in a different stratosphere. You got to carry yourself accordingly. So all of that stuff, he not regular no more.
That's hella sloppy the way he did it, honestly.
He still is regular, just his money ain't.
I'm going to choke you, baby. I'm going to. Could you hear this old nigga telling this?
That's all he knows, though. You know what I'm saying?
And people are into that. That's cool. I think at his level, you pay for that, and they go home.
So that's a mistake. Yeah, all right. Those are the mistakes. I mean, like, I don't agree with the whole age gap thing to begin with. But if I say, all right, cool, if I take away the lack of discernment in terms of who you should actually like or speak to, and I look at what's the actual mistakes that you made, was it the communication? Yes. Was it the fact that she already told you, no, she's not signing an NDA? That was probably the biggest mistake, a red flag, foreshadowing thing that you probably had in that whole situation.
And that's
so he deserves it then. Then I don't really feel bad, to be honest.
That's the part that probably turned him on.
I feel bad if she's lying.
I don't feel bad.
I still don't think he is, even if he made a million mistakes, if he did not do these things, I don't think that it's still, oh, he earned that. I don't believe
No,
that.
he deserved it.
If she's lying, or if part of it is true and she's omitting certain things, and he still allowed her to have whatever relationship they were having without an NDA, that's still on him.
I agree.
And I actually don't.
I don't think he.
I don't even think she's wrong. Like he created a situation.
That's what I'm saying.
Such that he could be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
I think she's wrong as fuck.
That still don't mean that you should be taking. It still don't mean that the person that is taking advantage of you is not wrong. Let's say let's say I meet you and we both single.
You're right. She's not wrong.
But you meet her at what age though? Because
it don't matter. We can meet right now.
No. But at 50 years old and she's 19, you should be able to control that game.
No, my point was gonna be me and you single.
She's wrong. No, I
me
get
and
what
you
you're
single,
saying,
right? And I'm telling you, I want a relationship, and I love you, and I want to be with you, and all these other things, and I'm lying. Fam, even if you allowed yourself to be manipulated, I'm still the bad guy for leading you on lying to you.
Yeah, but you also believed it. I think to a certain extent.
No, I'm saying you. I'm saying if me and you met, and I'm lying to you from the rip, and I'm leading you on, and you fall in love with me, right? I'm the bad guy.
I agree.
Oh, okay.
However, what I'm saying is that because she's young, she may not have been able to display a certain level of discernment or critical analysis when talking to him. And so I think that, again, granted he's lying and he's the bad guy. I think if she was a little older, that wouldn't necessarily be the case, because an older woman, I would think.
I think she would have spun him
It'd
even
been the
more.
same
if
way.
she was older.
Yeah. Look, this is why.
I think her mentals would have been sharper.
And she would have been on.
If the 20-year-old can have you, Dodo,
they would have reeled his ass.
I don't know, but I think there may have been something about her.
My thing,
yes,
and I think it's the age.
No, it's not.
I also think it's the age.
I think it's the chase.
I agree with
because if you telling me you're not going to do
he was having sex with old women.
Everybody was going to do. I need to know why you're not going to do it, and that kind of drew him in. It was the chase, because at some level you don't got to chase women anymore. They're throwing themselves at you. Who are you not chasing?
I'm gonna tell you. Here's my thing.
Yo,
you play with fire, you get burned.
You don't think so?
Right? You knew that it was hot. You knew the situation was a hot situation. That's why it's like,
did he?
Yeah, you.
No. I think he did, but like, I don't know the
said,
guy.
I ain't signing it. I'm not signing this NDA. That let you know it was fire. If you decided to touch the stove, whatever happens after that happens, bro. Like, that's how I look at it. And he's not an idiot, you know what I'm saying?
Or is he?
It's unfortunate.
Or is he?
That's what I'm saying.
Or is he?
I'm literally like questioning
the CTE.
Yeah, I'm questioning the acumen.
I agree.
Somewhere.
I'm agreeing. That's why I said if she was older, I think she would have spun him even more.
That's why he had to have done something. My thing is, he had to do something like it, because
something like what?
Whatever the fuck she's saying, to some regard, right, to some extent, only because there's no way you let a 19-year-old outsmart you.
Shannon Sharpe said publicly that Katt Williams interview that he did made him more money than any year that he's ever played in the NFL.
But he's still a Hall of Fame.
Cool. They wear helmets. Shannon Sharpe can't just be, now he can. But I don't think 8 years ago, Shannon Sharpe could just be walking down the street in Manhattan and people spot him out unless you're a man that knew football.
That's a
No, you had
unless you're a
Skip
man,
or
yeah.
watch.
If you're a
Because
man
I feel like I've always I could pick Shannon Sharpe and his brother out. You know what I'm saying?
You're a rare. People don't even know he had a brother. So you raring it.
Oh, well,
His brother was way better than him.
yeah.
People didn't even know he had a brother.
But football is America's sport.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but they wear helmets.
I think Shannon Sharpe
true.
is not as popular today as he ever was. I do think that he was known, and my main thing is that after these football games, he was still fucking mad women, right? No matter where he went for 16 seasons back then. I mean, 16 games a season back then.
And he said it.
Yeah,
He
so
said it before.
you got like you should know women to an extent,
I
know.
agree with that.
And I can only imagine what they do in football and when it comes to NFL, but in college, they give you speeches every year about every single woman to let you know how they come at you in different angles and what's new, what laws are now, have been implemented.
At the big time schools, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
so now you knew, bro. Like
he wasn't that one.
you've
Said
been
not Western Kentucky.
He wasn't that one.
Bumblefuck
Yeah,
State.
he wasn't that one. But I'm agreeing with you. I think that he has 20 years of celebrity under his belt, and he should have had way more discernment, way more tact in how he handled himself.
I think that 19-year-old box was hitting for him.
Yeah.
It was something different.
I'm not.
She had something
Disagree.
different for him.
See, he wasn't a big time recruit. Shannon Sharpe wasn't a big time All-American, All-State dude. He wasn't that. His brother was that.
At least early 20s though.
But he's been rich for a long time. He
25 years
he
minimum.
played special teams and got lucky
Minimum.
and made the team. He told the story. Like, he wasn't this all-star recruit that got highly drafted and all that stuff. He's been around women on a high level for 30 years. We can say that, whatever the case may be.
Of course.
I'm not trying to bail him out.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's him in his respective field. I think that he's the most popular he's ever been, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You know what happens? I'm gonna tell you.
20-year-olds know who Shannon Sharpe is. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo.
It's because he's in podcasting,
Yes.
actually. Because you have to think about who it's for the younger demographic. You have to think
Yes.
about who watches it. I actually agree.
Bro, think about what we're saying. He interviewing who's he had? Amber.
Everybody.
He's had Amber Rose.
Everybody.
He's had, you know what I mean? People that are not in his demo. He's interviewing them now.
And he's doing well.
And he's killing.
Yeah. It's not like he's corny.
Cat
doing
Williams just sent him on a whole different trajectory. So I'm saying this. We all, I think, are in agreement that it's just bad judgment on his behalf.
it. I just want to know if it was really lit. Like,
Fame is a drug, bro. That shit is
I think
different.
it was really lit, bro. That's what I think it was.
I don't think it's a fame thing.
The box was hitting.
I wouldn't have known about her box.
I just
Yo, dog, her face, I saw her face.
She looked mad young.
She looks like a child to me.
Yeah.
That's a little weird then.
You're
Super
saying-
mid.
you're
I haven't
saying
seen her at all, by the way.
19,
No, she looks like a
though.
kid,
Soon
bro.
as you say 19, you should know her face does not look like a woman.
First take, everybody has stepped back.
What
from
if
him.
this is all part of his 100 mil to be 125?
How?
Because he's gonna beat it. If he beats it, then he's gonna look like the GOAT.
No, not even beat it. I always have this theory that, like, at some point in time that we know everything is a show and everything is smoke and mirrors, somebody's going to set themselves up so big to come out as the hero, and that's going to be the new act. And everybody's going to be doing that.
It's Chris Brown.
Interesting.
You never get
Huh?
over sexual assault allegations, bro.
If you win,
Kobe Bryant died, bro, and they were bringing up the allegations. And look, the prosecutor
true.
publicly stated in the Kobe Bryant trial that they did not have enough evidence to take him to grand jury.
I can't see
He
it.
said, yo, they carried it out because the city and the
Mm, keep
town
it
was
low.
making so much money
We gotta
that
stop.
all the restaurants were booked. Like, if you see her face, but Kobe, like, all the restaurants were booked, the hotels were booked, all the media was there. They was making money, the town.
She kind of look like
They
Blue
stretched
Jazz.
They stretched.
That's
If you glance,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can.
with my vision.
And they
you
showed
know.
a close up of her face. She looks like a kid in the face.
That's what I'm saying. Once you say 19, you should know that's
Bro,
it's going to look young.
good, bro.
So
Nah, there's some
I'm rich,
19s that look
If
25.
I'm
you know
into
what
some
19s
kinky
look
shit,
like.
bro, if I'm rich and I'm into some kinky shit, I'm gonna pay for my kinky shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I'm gonna pay for it. Look, Spike Hill me, all that shit that they be on. I'm gonna pay for it. You go home. It is what it is. It's transactional. Yo, listen. When I was 30, I wouldn't engage with a 19-year-old girl because they don't have the mental fortitude to talk to me. I like conversation, my nigga. Like, that's how you gonna turn me on. What's she talking about with him?
Well, he be talking,
She said, you keep manipulating
You never
me.
know what.
They keep